very interesting situation here. Not only is Chavez sidelined, so is Andre Ward, so is Mikey Garcia. This is the era of the malcontent fighter who doesn't want to fight. This has to disgust you, Ray.
It does. It truly does. The money to throw around. Andre Ward is a very special fighter. He's terrific, pound for pound, everything. He's been up there. But a guy he ain't fought since Hoover was president. So how can you talk about him being on the best pound for pound list? You can't. You can only fight by guys who actually fight. I don't remember the last time he fought, really. So to me, he's a detriment to his own career. You know, some guys just can't get out of the way of themselves. They just can't get out of the way of themselves.
Ray, you don't remember the last time he fought because it was an utterly forgettable fight against Edwin Rodriguez last November. I was there. There's about 3,000 people in Ontario. And while he's pound for pound and undefeated, he's 0-3 against Dan Goossen. Now, this is the thing that bothers me. He's tried various ways to litigate his way out of a valid contract. Doesn't there become a point in time where you just have to basically man up, live up to your deal that you signed? I don't feel any sympathy for this guy.
No, I mean, that's the thing. You know, he seems like a real stand-up person, a moral guy, you know, very a Christian guy. You would think the first thing being a Christian person is to morally stick to your word. Your word is your bond. That's all you got, you know, and you live by it. So if he gave his word and he signed a contract, live up to it, just as you said. And the fact that he's trying to get out of it, and he's tried, like you said, 3 different times, he's gotten beat 3 different times. At some point you say, hey, look, maybe I better start fighting instead of losing my money in court, spending money on lawyers. Actually, how do you start making some money? I don't know.
By fighting.
Only by fighting.
Ray, let's go back to your career. You had Dave Wolf, you had Bob Arum. Were you ever a disgruntled client, and did you ever speak out?
No, never. I mean, one thing, my manager, Dave Wolf, fought for me. I knew he had my best interest at heart. We didn't always agree on personal things, but as far as business and as my manager, he was the best. Bob Arum, as tough as he is, and he is, but Bob's the fairest guy. He'll give you everything he says he's going to give you. You don't, when it's in the contract, you don't have to worry about it. You'll get everything he says.
Ray, don't worry about it. We're going to give you $1 million in Youngstown. With that being said, though, none of us want to see fighters be exploited.
No.
We want them to make the most amount of money because it's just a finite, short career. But today's fighter, do they think too damn much about those issues?
Oh, we always did. We always thought about too much of ourselves. Of course, now today's fighters do, yes. I mean, we still let your manager do the job. I mean, one thing I learned about business, and I've learned this from very successful business people, let those who do. I don't manage, I don't train, I fight. You're right. Let the manager manage. So I think now in the culture of the fight game, in the social media and everything, fighters want to try to do it all. They should just worry about fighting. And and like I said, fighters, we always have a exploited self sense of who we are, because we're not nearly as popular as we think we are, worth as much as we think we are, or as good as we think we are.
Yeah, the game moves on, and the immortal words, what you said of Andre Ward, stay in your lane. Now, I find this interesting. Mikey Garcia, he's basically in a holdout. Now, he was supposed to fight Gamboa, and once he didn't come to contract terms, HBO and Top Rank said to Terrence Crawford, old NFL term, next man up. Now Crawford's on the ascent. Mikey Garcia, I find this interesting. I've known Mikey for a long time. You love boxing. You still have a passion for it. Mikey Garcia has told me for a very long time, Ray, boxing is a profession. It is not a passion. Can a guy like that, no matter how skilled, can they go as far as they want to in this game?
I don't think anybody can go as far as they want to in any type of work, line of work, if you don't have a passion for it. I tell my kids, have a passion. If you have passion for what you do, you'll be good at it. And if you're good at it, money will come. Mikey Garcia is an exciting fighter, one of the best pound fighters out there, but he has to fight. Again, he hasn't had the crossover appeal yet that he needs. He's getting there. And you know what? Mikey is a fighter. I don't understand why he thinks he's a businessman now. They offer you Gamboa, which is the best fight out there for you. You beat Gamboa, then you can start dictating a little bit. But you didn't. You jumped the gun before you have that big fight. And I don't understand why these guys think they're in a position to hold off. They're not. You know, like you said, the game moves on from everybody. That's life. You know, you have to go with the flow. You have to go with change. Or change will leave you behind. And this is what's happening to guys like Mike Garcia. He's not relevant now. Andre Ward hasn't been relevant for a while. You know, I don't know what they don't get. And as time moves on, your career gets shorter and shorter. And if you don't have a passion for it, and Mikey says he doesn't, And it's a business. Well, the business is going to close, and the passion is going to less and less.